This episode of the Firebirds Fan Zone is brought to you by Kyle Garman Realtor. Whether it's your forever home or that perfect desert getaway, Kyle Garman and his team at Keller Williams have the experience, integrity, and tenacity you can depend on to make the dream of home ownership come true. The Fan Zone is also brought to you by DesertDefenseLawyers.com. It's a fact that bad things happen to good people, and DesertDefenseLawyers.com is there to make it better when it does. DesertDefenseLawyers.com has been keeping good folks out of the penalty box since 2008. The Firebirds Fan Zone is all about sharing the Coachella Valley Firebirds fan experience, so if you're enjoying the show, please remember to subscribe and hit the notifications button so you never miss an episode. If you're really enjoying the show, please feel free to share it with the world. And of course, hit that like button. Okay, if you're ready, we're ready, so let's get into it. 3, 2, 1...
Firebirds goal! Scoring his 13th goal of the playoff. The captain, number 17, Max McCormick, assisted by number 19, Cameron Hughes. Welcome to the Firebirds Fan Zone with your hosts, David and Kyle.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's strong. Like every show, we've already started,
We're here.
And you didn't even know it.
We're doing it.
You are on, I don't even know what episode this is.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Before we introduce our guests, though, we got to do first things first.
Well, first we got to thank Palm Desert High School.
As always,
Thank
you guys rock
so
and
much.
roll.
Our production team, everybody here. Thank you for everybody supporting. Did you know that we broke over 200 subscribers?
Which is good. I mean, it's a small valley, so
It's
that's
fantastic.
good.
So I'm still pushing for 3,000 to 3,000 somewhere in there. So you guys keep hitting the like, subscribe, share, comment. And also, if there is something that you want us to cover, if there's questions or maybe even a guest, comment. Let us know. Hit us up on social media.
Like,
comment on this.
comment, everything.
You know, we'll get them on here. We'll do our best.
We'll do
We'll do our
we
best.
will ask. We
Yes,
will ask for you.
We will ask.
So today, though, now, for those of you who don't know, maybe you're new to the show, the Firebird Fan Zone is all about the fan experience.
Absolutely.
And we love talking to a variety of different kinds of people with different stories and involvements and whoever we can get. But today, we got a really cool one.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
we are with Kay and Luke Austin. Now, Kay does not think that their story is very cool, but their story is cool. I'm going to do the best I can to get it started, but then you're going to have to take us the rest of the way, right?
All right.
Well, actually, no, we'll do it this way. You were original inaugural season ticket members, correct?
No, not correct.
No.
No.
All right. So let's just you tell us, and then we'll get to the cool parts.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We know who Kay is.
Oh.
Who's this good-looking guy sitting next to Kay?
It's me. Oh, Luke. Oh, you mean Luke? Yeah.
So this is Luke,
Yeah.
and this is your oldest son.
Yep.
Yes.
And so we all had a chance to meet last season,
Yeah.
and we thought you guys were season ticket holders, but that turned out not to be true.
No, not at all.
The story just got even better.
So what happened?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I'd been in England till around Christmas time and came back to the desert, and a friend of mine invited me to a game. Now, I didn't know anything about ice hockey at all. Living in England, ice hockey wasn't around us at all. English soccer was it. 2 older brothers, so I grew up on English soccer.
You grew up on the pitch.
Didn't know anything about ice hockey at all.
Okay.
And a friend invited me to go to a game with her. She is a season ticket holder. Her husband couldn't go.
Do you want to give her a shout out real quick?
So, yeah, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
And,
Thank you, Penny.
Good job, Penny.
and her lovely husband, Angelo. So she invited me to a game. Almost didn't go because I thought, this is not for me, but I'll go, I'll try it out. And so we went to the game. First of all, when I walked into the arena, I was blown away. I couldn't believe what this looked like inside. From outside.
Wait, this was December, so we had just barely...
I was going to ask.
I think it was December. It was January when I went to the game.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So we were just
was
barely in our
January,
new house.
yeah.
Okay.
So I walk in, I just couldn't believe the size of it. I was really surprised, in the desert, you just don't expect to see something like this. Went to the game, and as soon as it started, I was hooked.
That was it.
What was the
And
first thing they got you?
It was against the Roadrunners. I watched Ian McKinnon drop his gloves, and I turned to my friend and I said, is this normal?
That was Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, that's...
He
that was
fought
a good one.
Imama.
That was a good
who
one.
is also, I come to find out, a prolific fighter in the league.
That's
Right.
That was a great game.
And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. As I say, I turned to her and I said, "Is this normal? Does this normally happen?" And she said, "Yes." So I was just hooked. I loved every second of it, the speed of it. It was just, I was just blown away. Loved everything about it. Came home and said to Luke, "You have got to come and watch."
So
ice
he
hockey."
didn't. So it was you
It was
first,
just the
and
two
you
of
didn't
us.
even go.
Yeah.
No, I didn't go until about, I think, April. It was the last game before the playoffs started.
Oh wow.
And, after like 10 minutes of being there, just seeing the speed of it, because with soccer, it's hard to score, but it's a lot slower.
Okay.
Hockey's a lot faster, but it still has that difficulty to it, so it was really exciting. And then they said, like, "Oh, thanks for a great inaugural season." I was like, "Oh, is that it?" And then it turns out the playoffs were a thing. I didn't know that the playoffs were a thing.
Okay.
And after that, we just didn't miss a game.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that because
We were in. So the longer we got into it, the playoffs and
Well, hey, so you went to the first game. Penny
Yes.
took you because
Yeah.
Angelo couldn't go.
right.
What was your second game? Like
Well,
the
I
very
think
next
this-
game?
I think this. No, it wasn't. It was a while after that because you just sort of get busy with life, and we just. I don't know why we didn't go for so long. It was maybe a month or two later.
Well, you had something very important coming up too.
Right. So that was when Luke came to the game, and that was it. Then we went to every single. We didn't miss a game after that.
And so you said your impression when you walked in. Now, you guys obviously soccer is like the biggest thing in
Yeah.
Europe, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the deal. And had you been into any other arenas in the U.S. before? Like, could you compare Acrisure
No.
to anything else, or was
Not
this your
really.
first experience?
It was my first experience.
Well, I'm glad we nailed
And
it.
honestly,
I say we, but
honestly,
sure.
now watching soccer, it's like watching paint dry to me.
Welcome to America.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I agree.
The other thing as
agree.
well, I would say is, and soccer players out there are not going to like what I'm about to say, but especially in England, when a soccer player, gets tripped up slightly,
Oh, yeah.
and there's the amateur dramatics and everything else, and rolling around the floor, and oh, my ankle, and the next minute they're up and walking like nothing happened to
Right.
them. Imagine if hockey players did that.
They're not
10 goals
even.
would be scored while they're rolling around on
You
the
got
ice.
bloody
And I think
faces
that's
and
what
teeth
amazed
come
me
out
the
and keep
most.
playing.
These guys get
Yeah.
slammed into boards and everything, and they get up and carry on like nothing happened.
amazing.
That impresses me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let's go back to your first game, right? You're
Yes.
here, you're watching, you're falling in love. You had very big plans coming up at the time. What were those plans?
Yeah. Well, I'll let Luke tell you what the plan was.
So I graduated in 2020, and then I was working for a few years. I was starting to get a little bit burned out, and I've always wanted to do marine biology. And then I went to visit my mom in England for a week just to get some time off work. And we ended up looking at this university there. And it was, it's cold there, but it was amazing. The school was great. And so I decided that I was going to apply. And I got in. And so.
What school?
Bangor University.
Bangor. Go.
Go Bang.
In Wales.
Otters. Go. What's
They
their?
don't have a
No mascot.
mascot.
Okay. Go Ghosts.
Go Bangor.
Yeah. Go Bangers.
Go
Go
Bangers.
Banger.
And so I got accepted, and we decided that we were going to move because without me really being here.
Who was here with you in the valley?
Just my parents and I.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a first-generation American, so everyone else is back in England, and so it just made more sense for us all to move there. And so we made the
I couldn't be 5,000 miles away from
No, not a
Wales
chance,
University. No, I couldn't do it. So, as Luke said, he got in, and so we'd made plans to move back to England.
What was your date? What was the original date
There you go.
I think
of your moving?
I
May
think it was May 31st, yeah. So we'd booked the moving company.
Oh man.
We'd booked the dogs on a flight to England. We'd booked our flights, and it was tricky to book it all because we had to land before the dogs to accept the dogs. It was complicated. So as we got into the playoffs, I said to Luke, I think these guys are going to go all the way.
So you called it.
And I don't know, yeah, I guess, but I said, we can't leave now. Like, I was nearly
I'm
in tears.
not gonna lie. I'm getting a little teary.
I
eyed.
was
swear to
in,
God.
every
Just give
time
me
I
a second.
thought
Don't
about
look.
leaving, I was in tears over it because I didn't want to leave. I wanted to be here to see it to the end. I just could not go.
Now, did you have housing here? Like, how did
We
you?
were actually in a rental here because we'd sold our home, so we were in a rental for a while.
And you had to extend
But
it.
we had a home, yeah, we had to extend it, and we had a home in England ready to go to.
And this is all over hockey.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's something that you've never seen or experienced before.
Yeah.
You saw it maybe 25 days prior. You
Yeah.
instantly fell in love, and you halted
Everything.
all these plans.
You had sold your house, you had plans to move, you had your
Yeah.
tickets, and you said, "Stop! We are staying till the end."
The thought of leaving, I just couldn't comprehend leaving this.
That's incredible.
And not being here for, going to the casino, meeting you there.
That's
and
right.
all the people we met. And we just kept saying, we've lived in the Valley 23 years. Luke was born and raised here. And I just kept saying, why has this happened now, right as we're leaving? Like, all these years we've needed this. And now it happens and we have to go. So I was just devastated.
That is there's
incredible.
more to tell, but that right there is the ultimate fan.
Yeah.
So better than any story that I have.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
We had already sold a lot of our furniture.
yeah,
Like, I was
we'd
sleeping on the
sold a
floor.
lot. Yeah. So
must say more about that.
So we were able to cancel everything and change dates for the flights and the dogs and everything. The only thing we couldn't stop was our stuff being packed up by the moving company and moved to England.
So
Yeah.
your sleeping bags, your pillows.
So we were literally, we were
sleeping on the
on the
couch.
sofa and Luke was on a mattress on the floor.
So you're basically
For-
camping in
from
your
what-
own house.
So it's 6 weeks, I think we did that.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's probably May. Like you said, that's
Yeah.
May. May was supposed
So
to
it
be.
was,
So then we're getting ready. We're probably around 3 or 4 going into maybe 5 going in near like the Calder Cup is
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
on the
I think-
horizon.
I think we made the decision to stay was during the Wranglers series.
Oh,
It was
were you
around
guys there for?
triple overtime?
Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
we were there.
Well, what do they do? Go home and sleep on the floor? Yeah, of course. They waited.
Wow. And when we won that game, did you go, we made the right decision?
Yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
after we won
Yeah.
that, you're like, oh, this is worth it. If there was
Yeah.
nothing else, this was worth it.
Yeah.
At that
I'm so
point-
glad we stayed.
Yeah.
So glad.
At that point, I was losing my voice every game just because I was
Yeah.
just yelling. So
And
much.
now, by the way, you're at every game.
Yes. We didn't miss one after that.
Wow.
Did
Yeah.
you get the same seats?
And we went with Penny and Angelo every game. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. What section, by the way?
A different section each time.
Okay.
They were getting tickets for us, so
Okay.
we were all over the place. So yeah.
That's incredible.
So now we're going through, and they're like, okay, we got through the first round. Now with every round, you're like, oh man, we're just pushing back.
Yeah.
Like, what about school starting?
Yes.
And what about all this? Like, who's watching your stuff? And where are the dogs?
Right. So July was when we moved back to England. I think it was. When
7th.
was the last game?
We flew on the 7th.
Yeah, I think it was the
Yeah.
7th of July, something like that. Went back to England.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. But it was a quiet summer, after all the excitement
What did that feel like?
and then we left and it was just
Well,
quiet.
actually, can I, before we get to the postseason,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously we were all riding that high.
Oh, yeah.
We were all in, I think everybody out there watching this, listening to this, obviously ourselves included, we bought in.
Yeah.
We drank the Kool-Aid, we're all
For
in
sure.
on this.
Yeah.
And then, so we're on this roller coaster, and then, we reached the summit.
Yeah. You're not going to go there, are you, Kyle?
Oh, absolutely.
You're not going to make me
This
talk
is
about it, are you, Kyle?
Yeah.
Game 7.
Oh, no.
Game 7, we're there. You guys have sacrificed everything. We're going into overtime. What's going through your minds? What are you feeling? And then, of course, we know the outcome. And then how was that afterwards?
I was devastated. Not for us as fans that we didn't win. I was devastated for the boys.
Oh, yeah.
I literally wanted to get on that ice and hug every single one of them because we were just so incredibly proud of them.
Yeah.
I know they wanted the win, we all did, but did it matter? To me, it didn't, because what they did in that first season, I think, was phenomenal.
It's historic.
It
For
really
sure.
was, and
On every level.
I was just devastated for them more than anything else, and just felt so much pride, and they should be proud of themselves because it was amazing what they did, and what they gave to us as a Valley is priceless, and that's worth more than any win to me.
I
Well said.
got nothing to say in
I
response
got-
to that. That was,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Exactly.
sentiment that
Yeah.
we've shared over and over again. Everybody who has sat there, who talked about it,
Yeah.
has said the same thing. And for you, though, for both of you,
Yeah.
it's almost a little bit more special because of what you gave. Like, I went home after every game. I went and
Yeah.
crawled on my own bed and
Yeah.
petted my dogs.
Yeah.
But you genuinely gave up something significant to continue to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a story that really resonates in illustrating what they did,
Yeah.
what happened.
I mean, the fact that we did that, it doesn't matter to me that we did that and they didn't win. It really doesn't matter. It was
No.
just, it was important that we be here. We wanted to be here. We wanted to support them right the way to the end. And, you know, I was in mourning for days after it.
Well, I was gonna-
weeks.
yeah.
I mean, wasn't I?
And this is
I couldn't get off the sofa. I was crying. It was awful.
well, I remember Dave and
'Cause
I
I just
consoling.
felt
We
bad
consoled
for
each
them.
other,
Yeah.
like how you doing, and
Yeah.
man, like because we rode the high, and then
Yeah.
like we did, we
Yeah.
were stunned, and everybody was feeling
Yeah.
bad, and that's your story. Again, it resonates with David and I so well because, and again, I think it's interesting that it needs to be shared.
Yeah.
Because you put your lives on hold.
Yeah,
And you
it
were-
was worth it though. I mean, the friends we made, the people we met, we met friends that we've not seen for years. You know, it brought us together. We made new friends, hanging out at the airport, waiting for them to come
I was
back.
going to say, remember,
You
I think that's where I met you.
Yeah.
Was waiting for them to come back
Yeah.
from Milwaukee.
Yeah. There was so much more to it than just the game. You know, there was so much more. It was amazing.
So you're right. The airport was a thing because I'd never done that before.
Right.
I'd never been in a situation where I would meet a professional, anybody that I didn't, wasn't
Yeah.
picking up at the airport. We met, and you mentioned something that brought a question to mind, and that is, what? And this is obviously for both of you. You've been very quiet today.
It's 'cause I won't
Have
stop
you
talking.
made, like Kyle and I did not know each other before this thing happened.
Right.
Have you made any friends that you,
Oh, yeah.
other than us, of course,
Right.
that you have kept in contact with, and now you are friends?
Yes. Yeah.
We actually made friends at the airport.
Yeah, we made out because we were so early at the airport that day. We were sat there for like 3 or 4
It
hours.
was hot.
Yeah.
And, one of the guys went off and got food and we all sat there, had a picnic, and, it was amazing. And we've kept in touch all the time. We've been back in England as well. We've kept in touch.
Do you want to shout them out?
When they're at live games, and I'm watching on my iPad, we're texting each other. Yeah, there's Kim we met, and my friend Laurie, we've been friends for years, so we've reconnected. We've not seen each other for a while. And then Kim's sister Teresa and lots of children.
Wow.
So yeah, there's been lots of people we've reconnected with and made new friends. Yeah.
And that's part of the experience when we talk on the show. And anytime I'm out in the world just talking in general, everybody has that same kind of mentality and that same mindset of just, man, it's amazing. It's hockey, it's a concert, it's a reunion.
Yeah.
I get to reconnect, I get to see friends and other
Yeah.
people. And I think that's the amazing part of the story that
Right.
we are actually very honored to tell, because we get to use this platform to share all of that. But it's true because, again, him and I didn't know each other.
Right.
And then here we are,
Yeah.
hanging out, bromancing and doing the
Yeah.
thing. But it's true because that place is special. It really did
is.
something.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I've never been a part of anything like it, and this is just
No.
icing on the
Agreed.
on the cake.
I've never supported anything sports team-wise like this ever. I never thought this would be me. Talking hockey, within a few games, I was quoting to my friends what the puck weighs, the size of the puck, that they freeze it. Do you know what a power play is? I was Googling and quoting everyone to the point I was getting annoying talking about hockey.
Well, I got my friend Mark. He's in the studio with us today. He's watching, and I was telling him last night we were watching the game, and I go, I cannot believe how much hockey IQ I've accumulated in this short amount of time.
Yeah.
I never thought we were sitting outside, enjoying the California air, we're having a couple cigars, hanging out, watching the game, and going, man, I never thought I would be this into hockey.
Well, you've watched almost 100 games.
Yeah.
That's true. I haven't missed one yet.
Right.
So you said you've never been this emphatic about a sports team. Can you tell everybody what you're doing back home and what time of night or morning?
So, as you know, the time difference is quite big between here and the UK. It's 8 hours. So I was determined I wasn't going to miss a game.
I love it.
So when we first moved back, we would get up, set our alarm clock. If it was, 7 o'clock game, that's 3 in the morning for us. So we'd set the alarm clock 5 minutes before 3 a.m. and we'd get up and go downstairs and we'd watch the game. But now, well, throughout the winter, the colder it got, getting out of bed is not appealing when it's freezing cold.
How cold is it over there?
So, well,
Right now it's in the 40s in the day.
Is it really?
yeah.
In the day.
In the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold.
So
Yeah,
3
it's
a.m.
cold,
It's
Yeah.
So during the winter, I would take a flask of tea and my iPad to bed.
Tea?
So then I just
Flask
have-
of tea?
Yeah. So then I just have to literally put the light on, open my iPad, watch the game, and go back to sleep again.
So 3 a.m. You're setting an alarm.
Yeah.
5 minutes before puck drops.
Yeah.
You guys are barely awake. You're watching the game.
Oh, you're awake. But once it gets going, you're
yeah,
awake.
3 a.m. and your guys are watching the game.
Yeah.
That is incredible to me.
Yeah.
And then you go back to bed after the game's
Go
over?
straight back to sleep.
How?
Yeah.
First of all, how do you watch it without waking everybody in the neighborhood up?
Well, yeah, there's that. But the hard part is when you go into overtime or a shootout, because then the adrenaline is really pumping.
And we've had a lot.
That's when I can't get to sleep. So I pray that there's no overtimes, because it's much easier to get to sleep when there's no overtime.
Are you wearing your jerseys when this is going on?
We did it first, but now when it's just like
You're
literally
just wearing your pajamas in bed?
iPad, one eye open. Yeah, not so much now. In the beginning we did, yeah.
All right, we're going to have to get you a big Firebirds quilt.
Right?
I think that's
Yes.
what you guys need.
For sure.
I think that's going to be appropriate. I just
sure.
think that's amazing. And so also, and this is why I wanted you on the show, because there was something that you had said, and I wanted to share it with people because Dave and I were really touched. So you also craft these banners.
Yeah, I mean, my business is party decor, so cake toppers, cupcake toppers, treat boxes, all sorts of things, banners and things like that. So it was a grey, dreary day in England, and I was missing being here, missing the Firebirds, missing all the friends that we made at the Firebirds. So I didn't have any work on that day, and I thought, right, I'm going to get up today and I'm going to make some Firebird stuff and send it to all my Firebirds friends. So yeah.
And you did. So you did. You blessed me and Dave with these amazing banners with our
Thank
names
you.
on it. And
We'll put some on the screen right now.
yes.
So
We're
yeah,
gonna-
they're looking at them right now.
Yeah.
And I just thought, yeah, man, we're international #1, so that's really cool. We have
Right,
international
exactly.
fans. This is
Yeah.
great. But really, when you sent the message through, it was Facebook Messenger, it touched me. I almost cried. I'm not okay. I'm not kidding.
It's not that hard to get them to cry.
Well, you're
Right.
easier than I am, dude.
Well, sure I am.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Surrender.
It was really, and I hope I don't butcher it, but you had said something to the effect of, I love your show. We stay up to 3 a.m. We're up at 3 a.m. watching the games, but we love listening to the show because it makes us feel like we're still a part of what's going on over there.
It does, it's hard being apart from it, and obviously I want to be with my son in England, but we found it hard being away from it. So, when I'm watching the games, we're texting, friends will text me because something will happen on the ice and they don't know what's happened, but I've got Evan and Grant on my iPad, so I'm like texting them back, this is what just happened. And the other way around, sometimes the cameras get cut because someone got injured, so I can text them what happened on the ice, So that's been great, keeping in touch with everybody that way. The other thing is seeing people on the screen, when I'm watching the game. So I see you guys arm in arm, country road. So it feels good to see the friends, when you see, my friend Laurie, she makes these great signs. So I'll often see her and take a screenshot and send it to her. So, it helps us feel connected still,
that.
So the podcasts that you do and, seeing our friends, it's helped.
I love it.
Well, I mean, someone said somewhere like Firebirds for life, and it was cute when they said it or whoever it was, but
Yeah.
I kind of think it's true, right? I mean, we're in this together from the beginning, and no matter what happens next, nobody can take it away.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I hear people say often is it's the team we didn't know we needed.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like
know,
that. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a team that we
It's
didn't know we
true.
needed.
Yeah.
Gina, it's the team we didn't know we needed. So that I want to see that
That's
on
a
the
shirt.
billboard. Yeah,
It is.
That's a shirt.
Or
It
a
is,
bumper
yeah.
sticker. I don't know. That's,
we should make it.
that's really
Yeah.
good.
But now sell, let's give them away.
No, yeah, we're just going to give them
Okay.
away. No, I think, when you wrote that again, I had to share it with Dave, and we both were just floored, and we couldn't believe just the fanhood. I thought we were, I know we're not we're big fans like everybody else. There's 10,000 strong and then some in the valley, but to be where you're at and to stay dedicated and then to say thank you for, we're avid listeners and we follow the Firebirds and we're feeling like we're still there.
Yeah.
That was just amazing. And I just can't believe how diehard you are about it.
I know,
think
I
you
know.
need your
And
own
You
show.
can't believe it. I can.
And
it's
friends,
incredible.
friends that I have that don't know about Firebirds, or friends in England, they must think I'm completely nuts because we talk about it all the time, and I'm up at 3 a.m. and then, you know, I kept getting sick and they're like, it's because you're not getting any sleep. And, you know, but it's...
Okay, yeah.
That's quite all right.
Yeah. It's funny actually being here because we get to watch games at a normal time and we're actually catching up on our sleep right now.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
And just walking around, like now especially, and seeing just, you know, Firebirds hats everywhere and bumper stickers, like it's really...
You're home.
Yeah.
You're home.
Definitely.
Do you have all your gear to wear back in England?
Oh yeah, my roommates, I'm getting them into hockey. So my best friend over there, Jake, every morning 3 a.m. he knocks on the door. I live in my room. I got my Kraken jersey on. I have some rally towels I saved to take with me, just, you know, when I want to feel a little bit hyped. So he has one on and
No way.
watches the whole thing with me now.
Wait a second.
No way.
So there's where is it in London? Where in England is it?
In Wales.
In Wales.
Okay.
So there is a university in Wales where in the dorm rooms at 3 o'clock in the morning there are a
watch
group
party.
of guys having a watch party for the Firebirds.
Dude, this is getting
Okay,
better.
Oakview group,
Yeah.
you didn't even see that coming. I get you. You were psychic, but you didn't even see that
Yeah.
coming. That's the power, right?
Yeah.
It is.
That's the power of this thing.
Well, the other thing as well is we did find some local teams in England, that hockey teams, which we didn't know
and
about.
there are some good teams there, right?
Well,
Air quotes.
Well, you got spoiled.
Yeah. No.
yeah, we've been spoiled.
Yeah.
You know, the local arena to us, I mean, you pay like $5 to go in and there's benches and you sit where you like. It's that small.
Okay.
But people will ask us, because we wear our jerseys there with pride.
Of course.
And they ask us, you know, what is this? Where is this from? So, and then we went to Sheffield Steelers, which is about a 2-hour drive from us. That's more like Firebirds, a huge arena. And people asked us there. Then we went to the Manchester Storm, which another one we went to. And there was a guy that worked in the gift shop area. And he pointed at our shirts and he knew what it was.
Wow.
Canadian.
Yeah, he was
Wait,
Canadian. Yeah.
wait.
But yeah,
Canadian
Really?
in
we have a
Manchester,
strong Canadian
yeah.
following.
No, I get that,
That's
but in
amazing.
London, in England somewhere,
Yeah.
they recognize the
In
Firebirds.
Manchester as well, which is not a huge
Wow.
place. But
I mean,
yeah,
come on.
He pointed at the shirts and he knew what it was. Yeah, so we felt quite proud in that moment. Yeah.
That
You guys are out converting. I love it.
Well,
you're
we've been
you're
trying,
spreading the
you
good
know.
news. You're
It's like
out
trying
there.
to,
knock, knock, knock. Have you heard the word
That's
Yeah.
right.
about the bird?
Yeah.
we're just trying to get our hockey fix, you know. And
I love it.
it's we were looking for our team that we could follow over that, but it's not the same. It really isn't.
All right, so here we are. We're gearing towards now. You were here this time last year, making that commitment, and here you are now.
I know, yeah.
So I know you're on spring break. You're here to visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, after April, we've got some playoffs coming up. Are we coming back to maybe try to catch some playoff games, or what are we doing for postseason?
A whole lot of Red Bull, probably.
All right, so we're not getting on a
Hopefully,
plane.
yeah,
We're not
no.
doing that all over again.
No,
we're not putting
I
school
can't.
on hold.
No, not this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not missing a game.
No.
If I have bags under my eyes, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you video yourself watching the games? Especially, like, I mean, that might be a fun thing later on for us to,
Yeah.
I have some
to
video
show.
on my phone. I got this little projector off of Amazon. And so I have this like really nice setup in my dorm. So I have a video of me in my dorm with the whole
Oh, I would
Wait,
love
you have a video of you watching the game in your dorm?
Yeah.
Love to see
All right,
it.
Yeah.
if you send that to us, they're going to be watching it right now.
Yeah.
They're going to be watching that video right now. We'll
His
put
dorm
that in.
room has got Firebird stuff
I
everywhere
got
in
a
it. Yeah.
poster. I got
Oh, we need
Pucks.
pictures.
pucks.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that'd be fantastic.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Have you guys have you laced up the skates? Have you got on the ice? Have you tried any of that business?
We have.
How'd that go?
Poorly.
Yeah, if any Firebirds have got any free time in the next 2 weeks,
Okay.
we're definitely available for some lessons.
I don't think they do, but yeah. So
I'll bet if you just go down to Iceplex, there's
Yeah.
enough people there. If you just
Right.
wave one of them down and
Yeah.
say, hey,
yeah.
Well,
Show me, they will.
Logan, you know Logan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out
So
to Logan.
we've actually messaged his mom and said when Logan's available for lessons.
he's a little bit busy right now. He's about, how far Seattle? Talking about Logan Morrison, right?
No, little
No,
little
uh,
more.
Oh, I'm like,
Logan.
oh,
Yeah.
little, like,
Yeah.
Logan.
No. Yeah.
Logan.
Yeah, Morrison would be great.
I know, right?
Well,
Like
why don't we? Well, we'll get Riker Evans to come down
sure.
and give us a lesson.
why
I
not?
think
Yeah.
that's what we should do, and then we'll get Joey to come down and show us how to, do some things. So,
So
Okay, I get it. It was dumb now
lessons
that,
from
now,
a
yeah.
13-year-old.
but they are good. I've
He's
seen
good.
those
Yeah, I've
those
seen
junior
him, yeah.
skaters, and man,
He
they
is.
can skate.
Yeah, he can.
Those
yeah.
kids, Little Riker,
Yeah.
I've seen him out there.
Yeah.
My goodness, there's
Oh,
a lot
that
of all
kid's a
those
sport.
guys.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
But we've tried. We have tried.
Just
yeah.
keep going. Just
Yeah.
keep at bend your knees and just keep at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you try any? Is it skating, or we tried actually puck and
Our
stick, or?
We have a friend who plays in the, I don't know if they call it beer league, but
I don't
basically
know.
beer league
Beer
at,
league,
at
yeah.
the Iceplex.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Jay and Michelle, they actually gave me a stick, so I brought it back with me on the plane. Wrapped it up in bubble wrap and everything. I had to make sure it was, mint condition.
Predict, yeah.
Wow.
And then I've been practicing stick handling on like a little plastic lid. And then because it gets cold, there's this one night where the roads froze over. And so I was out on the road, slipping on my feet, but I was trying to practice my stick handling.
Love
so
it.
by the time I'm back, as long as I learn how to skate, hopefully I'll be good enough to join.
Love it.
But Luke has got into another sport in university, which I'll let him explain.
Yeah, so
You may not have heard of this.
Quidditch? No, that's
No,
not real.
there is a Quidditch team though.
Get out of here. That's not real.
It doesn't look real when you watch it.
Yeah.
It's like a fever dream, just seeing people run around brooms. But
Oh no.
my school's big on sports, and they have this thing where you can join any team. If there's anyone who wants to make a team, like a sport or a club, you can make it. I have a friend from Ohio that I met over there, and we're trying to start an ice hockey team, with a little bit of street hockey and then some watch parties.
Love
one
it.
of the lecture
Okay.
halls, but we don't have that yet. But we do have something called underwater hockey.
Underwater hockey.
Okay,
Underwater
I'll bite.
hockey,
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Tell me more.
It's if you go to watch it, it's like if you throw food into a koi pond and all the fish are like splashing over. It looks
Okay.
like that from the top.
Uh-huh.
But basically, you start on two ends of the pool and you have to dive underwater. There's a puck.
Okay.
You have like a stick, and
It's a mini hockey stick.
yeah, it's a mini hockey stick with one hand.
And you're
yeah, you have a snorkel, and so instead of worrying about like shoulder checks, you have to worry about like drowning. You gotta.
There is a difference.
yeah.
So it's hard, but it's different. It's still five-a-side, and you have shifts and stuff like that. But it's the closest thing I can
How
get.
deep is this pool?
I know.
6. I don't know. It's an Olympic-sized.
Isn't
pool.
water polo similar to this? Isn't that what
But
water
it
polo
sounds
is?
like the
Yeah,
puck
you're
is at the
on
bottom. Is the puck at the bottom?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you're
underwater.
underwater,
So you have to
yeah.
dive down.
Do you have fins?
You have
Yeah.
fins. You're not allowed to touch the bottom of the pool, and it's also tricky. Your feet aren't allowed to touch the bottom. So if you are, taking the puck forwards, if you're not like scraping the bottom with your stomach, someone's going underneath you.
No
because it's like it's 3D almost. So it's really.
That
That'd be
sounds
interesting.
amazing.
So are there refs, and are the refs like wearing scuba gear so they can stay underwater the entire time, or how is that working?
what
There's-
refs?
Yeah,
There's
curious.
no real refs. It's kind of like an honor system.
Okay.
And the English are really competitive with sports, so
Yep.
you'll sometimes get like a foot to the face and your goggle comes off and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's really.
Are there
chill.
penalties? Do you have to like go to the hot tub during the penalty for 2 minutes? Or like what is?
That's funny.
I'm
I'd
gonna
be the
look it
guy.
up
I would be
when
the
we're
guy.
done tonight. I'm
It's
gonna go
a
and look it up
really-
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Underwater hockey.
Yeah, underwater. It's a really weird sport, but it's super fun to play for sure.
And is there more than one team?
There's 2 teams at my school, and then they're going to nationals next year. I'm not there yet.
Nationals?
Yeah, there's a national.
Oh, it's serious. Yeah.
serious.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm right now just blown away.
yeah,
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, look on YouTube.
Are there
you'll
fights?
See. Yeah.
no
Penalty
no fights,
boxes?
No fights.
Nothing
but
like that.
again, sometimes it gets a little.
Gets a little
heated.
chippy.
They might splash at each other a little bit.
That'd be cute. I'd love to get some footage of this. I
And
think
are there
it's-
line changes
Yeah,
or?
there's line changes because so you dive down to like go. You start from the edge and you have to race to get to the puck in the middle. You're down for like 30 seconds. After that, you're like gassed after 10. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just-
right.
It's hard because you can't breathe. You have to come up and get air, and when you're breathing, you're not actually playing.
I mean, you
so
could be
it's-
close to getting a goal, but you need to get a breath.
Yeah, so it's tricky. But
Yeah.
Okay.
hopefully next year we'll get an ice hockey team that can play like real hockey.
Well, that's
But
incredible. I can't believe the influence. Like one game
I know.
back then.
Changed so much.
That you didn't even want to go to.
Yeah,
Right,
That,
that you
yeah,
were
that I was
so-
on the fence about going to. Yeah.
Can you imagine if you said no?
I know.
I
But
mean, just,
I'd never have known about any of this.
like
know?
you would have missed the whole thing.
So much,
and,
yeah.
I mean,
And it's just so nice that the friends that we've got have really tried to keep us involved as well. My friend Laurie, she made a sign with the English flag and the Welsh flag on it and pictures of Luke and I on it. And she took it to the signing, and she got the team to sign it for
That's
us and
awesome.
sent it to us. And Ian McKinnon, actually, because we got to meet him at at the
store
store at
meetup.
that
He's
time.
he's a sweet kid.
He is, and he.
Well, they all
we
are.
were talking to him about Luke going to college, and he said good luck to Luke. And then Laurie took this sign to this, the Meet the Players.
Yep.
And he said, I know those two.
Love it. Well,
So,
you made an
yeah.
impression. I told you.
Yeah, it's just been really nice that people have collected giveaways and things and saved them to give to Luke when we got here.
And do you have all of them now?
Yeah, we do. People
Are you missing
collected
anything?
Stuff. I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, my dorm is gonna be decked out.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do. You take care of your people. If they can't be
it's
there,
just been
you
so
got to take
nice,
care of them.
yeah.
You got to make sure,
People
right?
wanted to make sure we didn't miss out or feel
that.
left out,
Yeah.
and that's been heartwarming, that friends have done
And
that.
I am
for
going to get a little
us.
emotional, it feels like right now, because
Yeah.
I don't want you to go.
I know,
I
right?
don't want to go.
I don't want you to
know.
miss what's happening this
I know.
season because
We'll be back. We'll be
you
back.
better.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We've
because-
1 year down, 3 years to go.
Okay.
Is there any chance of you guys making it back for any of the playoff series?
Probably not this year.
If they did what if they look
Yeah.
at the finals?
If Luke was in university and I came back without him,
Oh.
can you imagine? Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute.
couldn't do it.
You moved halfway around the world for him. I think he'll
know.
forgive you.
Although he does finish at the end of May, so it is possible.
dude,
yeah.
it's
What are we even talking about
Going
then?
to June, it's a no-brainer. We're getting on a plane.
Yeah. If
know.
someone can sponsor
we're
our
right now.
flights,
Right, I was
then,
going to say it's like $4,000.
Well, they've got
and
the
tickets,
We'll talk to
discount seats.
We'll talk to
Yeah.
the Firebirds for you. We'll see what
Right.
we can do.
Yeah,
Means nothing.
hold your breath for
Yeah,
that.
it means nothing,
Yeah.
but we'll
Hey,
see
he's
what we
used
can
to
do.
holding
Yeah, hold your breath for that.
I love it. I mean, and you're here for a little bit longer, so are you going to be
Yeah.
here for April 4th
Yes.
and all
Yes,
that
we're,
fun stuff?
yeah.
You're going to catch some
I know,
games?
it was one of the, when we booked
Good.
the flights, the first thing we did was to look to see how many home games we'd be here for.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is
Only
that the-
two, but
yeah, well,
it's
I mean-
better than nothing.
It's gonna be
It
our
is.
first thing a Barracuda
Yeah.
game too, which will be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So we watched the away games, and so we will be here for one more.
You could zip out to Vegas for Saturday.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
Now, mind you, they're
Yeah.
watching this long after those games are over,
Sure.
but
Right.
it's a-
you know,
Yeah.
you could
It's a little
just
drive.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
far.
It's not far. No.
desert.
No.
Be fine.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
All right, I have one more question, and then
Okay.
we'll get to we'll wrap it up. But
Oh, there we go.
I realize you have to go home and you can't be here for. But what are you looking forward to as a fan in general as our birds grow and develop and evolve?
Well, I
a good
mean, I just don't know what can be better than it already is, to be honest. I mean, where we're at already is incredible. I feel proud to be a fan of this team, and I mean, let's hope they make it to the final and win,
For sure.
You know.
I mean, from your mouth to God's ears.
Right.
Let's
Yeah,
hope.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's watching the sport grow here. I mean, you
Yeah.
see the influence it's had on the kids already.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
just seeing this turn to hockey
yeah.
town, and hopefully one day we'll have someone in the NHL from the Valley. and
Yeah.
that'll be
Well, that's a great point because you grew up here. You were born and raised here,
Yeah.
like Mom said. And so, could you imagine what it had been like had
I
you been a
know.
little kid and
Yeah.
this come to your doorstep as a little kid, and then learn how to play hockey and
Yeah.
realize that's an opportunity
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me down the road? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
you-
seeing the kids' faces. I mean, Logan, who we were talking about earlier. Just seeing the excitement in him, and now he's playing for the juniors,
Yeah.
and what an incredible thing for them. And he's always there getting a stick. Or,
Oh, they
you
love
know,
it.
I
it's
don't
just-
think I ever thought about that, but yeah, we've got kids at the Burger Center,
Yeah.
little squirts that can't barely,
Right.
tie their own skates,
Yeah.
that could very well lead the next,
Yeah.
several generations, but
I'm calling it.
could
Yeah,
end
it's
up
happening.
in the show.
It's happening.
And
I-
it's just amazing
Yeah.
for those children to have, these players to look up to, because before this team, really,
wasn't
what
much.
was there in this valley? There really wasn't much.
Not for the kids
like
on
this.
this level
Right.
to have that much impact.
Yeah.
To have role models that they'll run into at Target.
Yeah. Yeah.
That they'll run into
Yeah.
at Costco or wherever.
And they're superheroes.
And
these
they,
kids.
well, and they're the nicest
Not
kids.
just
I
to
mean,
the
they
kids.
are.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are. They are.
To the grown-ass men, too.
They are superheroes
Cole
in
Run
general.
is
but
unreal.
Yeah.
When you see their faces, these kids' faces light up.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing,
Well, I think that's what
Love
it is
it.
too, and especially for a couple of big kids like us.
Yeah.
I mean, we turn into 12-year-old boys all over again
Yeah.
when these guys are out having fun. It's 3 hours of just sheer joy.
Yeah.
Sheer
Well, I never
joy.
thought this would be me wearing a hockey jersey, and I didn't realize how superstitious I was until I started watching hockey. I have to wear the
That's
same,
a whole other
the same
yeah.
t-shirt, same hoodie, hockey jersey.
Yep.
Everything has to
Yep.
be the same when it goes.
Yep.
The Calder Cup finals, I became obsessed with what I did. My
You don't even wanna
routine.
know.
Before I got there, I was like, who am I?
You're
Just not.
Let's
You're a
just say
hockey
we
fan.
did not do as much
You're a hockey
laundry
fan.
during playoffs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's funny,
it's
isn't it, what it's
just-
done to us?
Yeah, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
think that's just what it is. And I
Yeah.
never thought, like I had mentioned before, I never thought. I wanted to
Right.
be a fan. Being from Seattle,
Yeah.
that area when the Kraken were getting started, I was
Yeah.
looking forward to getting into it.
Right.
But I had no idea what I was
Yeah.
saying yes to. Like, you just don't know. If you
Right.
haven't been out there to see it live, because
Yeah.
television doesn't translate it quite as well.
Yeah.
I can watch it now and it's fine. Before, I
Yeah.
couldn't watch it at all.
Right.
But the moment you see it live, you fully understand.
Yeah.
You get the impact, the speed of the game,
Yeah, the speed,
the
yeah.
physicality, the grace,
Yeah.
the just everything that's happening, and it's happening so fast,
Yeah.
and they make it look so easy that you're just you're
That
astonished.
was a funny night that it was the Winter Classic and the Firebirds were playing as well.
Oh yeah, that
So
was
we had
great.
the TV,
Great, yeah.
and then we brought in the computer, the big screen computer, and
Love
had them
that.
both playing. Cause we
What a
couldn't
great
miss,
day.
Couldn't miss either one, you know.
Because there were
so-
Firebirds on both screens, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey had a shutout.
sure.
and
Yeah, yeah.
What a great day for
Got
Seattle
our
that
Joey
was.
shirts on,
I
yeah.
love that. And I saw. Did you get it signed by him? I saw you got some signatures on the back.
No.
We're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, I think we have four.
Again, like we have any, whatever.
I'm just putting it out in the universe. That's
Yeah.
all I'm
Yeah,
doing.
put it
So
out
it's-
there, yeah.
So before we get to rapid fire, I just want to say this. I think of all the shows we've done, this might elevate to my favorite. And this might be the one that I genuinely hope the team, the players, I hope they see it.
I agree.
I think this one brings
yeah.
it home
I agree.
the best.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
I don't want
That's,
to step on you there
No,
because
you're-
it's
no, please.
no, it's true because I was thinking the exact same thing. That's why I love having you across the way because we're
We're a good team.
simpatico that way. But it definitely, the way you guys and then the way you've articulated it during the show here is so transcendent,
Yeah.
and what they've done and what the team has done and what Gina and all the whole staff, everybody involved down to the ushers.
Ron and Jason and everybody.
I mean, they make the experience,
Yeah.
and so to have that, and of course, it's nice having a team that you can root for
Yeah.
that are good.
yeah, exactly.
You
That are
know?
good.
That's nice.
I
but-
didn't think that, our story was that unique, really, because I hear so many stories, of these super fans, and we feel like we're super fans because we really are obsessed with it. But then I talk to other people, and they're equally as obsessed as we are.
Yep.
So then I
Yeah.
think, okay, well, I'm not that unique, really. And I
you
know
are.
how obsessed you guys
Each
are.
fan
So-
is, I think,
Yeah.
and we are all in this together, which
Yeah.
is
In our own
why
way.
this works.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our own way, I think
sure.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we found our people,
Yeah.
which I think is the best part.
Yeah.
You go to the arena and you're like, man, I found my people. Like, this
Right,
is great.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right, though. I mean, our stories are unique to us, but maybe as a whole, they're really not as.
Right.
But no, yours definitely is because I haven't met anybody else that dedicated
No,
across
I mean,
across the
yeah.
pond.
There's not many
who's-
people I would do the things that we've done for,
No, I think
so, yeah.
that says a lot, and
Yeah.
and the fact that you sent this beautiful gift to Dave and I,
And thank you. In case I
you're
didn't thank
so
you enough,
welcome,
thank you for
honestly.
that.
It sits in my
Yeah.
office. I look at it every day, and I'm always blown away by it. And for that to maybe become something different for you down the road
Right,
would be
yeah.
fantastic. But
Yeah.
they're amazing gifts, and I
you're
love
so
that.
welcome.
Again, it was just.
Yeah,
it was
it,
just
it
touching.
gave me pleasure sitting there all day doing that stuff, just looking at
was good.
Firebirds colours all day.
Right.
Know?
Now you've seen the show before, right? Obviously.
Yes.
Our floor director Andre is telling us it's time. We got to get to rapid fire.
Rapid
so
fire.
Okay.
don't think, just answer.
And I'm going to ask both of you, so we'll try to move this along as quickly as possible. But what is your go-to food out at the arena?
Oh, nachos.
Easy. Yeah, nachos.
Nachos.
Yeah.
What do you put on 'em?
Fantastic.
Shoot, the shredded chicken.
We-
It's been so long.
You know what? We were so jet lagged at the last game. We were determined we were going to have nachos, but we were so tired and so jet lagged, we couldn't face it. Yeah.
I think it's the chicken.
Yeah, chicken normally.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I love Chipotle, and it's like Chipotle with nachos. It's
Agreed.
like
Yeah, they're
perfect
fantastic.
combo.
And at the bottom layer, when it's just all
yeah.
soggy, full
Yeah,
of all that
cheese.
queso cheese and the jalapenos,
Yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
getting
with
hungry.
you. I know, right?
Next game, we're going to have the nachos.
So you're from the area.
Yeah.
Where do you guys like to go eat? What's a favorite meal, restaurant you guys like to partake in?
Well,
boy.
the food we miss the most is Mexican food
Yeah.
because you just can't
Yeah.
get good Mexican food in England.
Shocking,
so,
but
yeah.
okay.
I know, weird,
Any
right?
kind of
I
Mexican
don't get it,
food,
but-
yeah.
We don't get bangers and mash here, so
Yeah,
I
no.
get, yeah.
I can make you bangers
Yeah.
and mash, yeah.
Never had it.
I don't even know what that is exactly.
I would love to
I
try
just,
it.
I just know it's British.
Sausages.
Sausages and mash and gravy.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That sounds very southern.
But when you're here, where do you go?
Gosh.
Well, whenever I go with my friends, and sometimes I go with my friends, usually we go to Yard House after a game.
That's strong.
Okay.
That's a good one.
What do you get?
But it's,
Vodka penne. It's really
Vodka
good.
penne.
Yeah,
I think
it's
his
always really nice.
your favorite fast foods though would be In-N-Out,
Yeah.
Chipotle. He's been craving
fast
all of
food
these
guy.
fast food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Del Taco. I mean, that's what I dream about at night.
Let's go.
The
I'm a
best.
Del Taco guy.
After
Agreed.
every
Large
game.
number 2.
And from Washington, we don't get any of that up there. None of that. None of the In-N-Outs and the
Yeah.
Del Taco. So when I came down here, I'm like, oh, this is my new spot. So-
Yeah.
I'm hoping these 2 weeks I gain at least like 30 pounds.
Oh, just
That's
go
the
there every
goal.
day. You'll be
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the chicken ranch rollers. I tell you, those are
Yeah,
solid.
you get 10 of them. And
They're
just
strong for like $1.20.
Yeah.
You're good. Do you have a favorite spot that you like to go to?
Gosh, I mean, to be honest, I really do like Rubio's.
Yeah.
I love Rubio's.
Okay.
I love tacos. So
Love it.
Yeah, that's
No,
my
I-
go-to. Yeah.
Get them while they're hot. Get them
Yeah.
while you can.
Yeah.
I think, Mark, we're having tacos tonight. I'm on.
In fact, I think we are going to Rubio's after this because we haven't had it yet. So tonight's the night.
Done and done.
When it's game day, when it's time to head down to the arena, what is on the radio? What's our pump-up music? Do you have something you guys go to?
Well,
or?
normally we're in Penny and Angelo's car, so we don't normally have music on. We're
Okay.
just too busy talking about, getting to the arena
Okay.
and going to the game. So yeah, we usually go with them, don't we? Yeah.
All right, so it's just,
Yeah.
we're just going to talk about
Chatting,
it.
yeah,
We're just going to
catching
talk.
up,
Okay.
catching up on
We're
what
gonna
we've been
talk about
doing
it.
that week. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What does a treat yourself day look like for Kay? And then Luke, what's going to be a treat yourself day look like for you? So, Kay, what's a treat yourself day look like for
Oh
you?
my goodness, it's been a long time since I've done that. So.
Oh, we need to self-care a little bit, Kay.
Right,
Let's
I
go.
know. Well,
What would be your go-to?
oh my goodness, I suppose a spa day
Yeah.
with
Tell
a
me more.
girlfriend.
Let's
Say more. Say
Yeah.
more.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking like mud type treatments? Or are we talking
massage,
massage, sauna?
little lunch,
Good for you.
Yeah.
Little pan flute music in the
Good,
overhead.
good
Yeah,
for
love it.
you.
Yeah.
Luke, what do you got?
Um,
What's a treat yourself day look like for you?
Honestly-
Besides Del Taco.
honestly, just spending time with my friends. Like, they're like my family to me. Ever since high school, like, we've been so tight. So whenever I can be around them,
That's a good kid
that's
right
my
there.
He's
perfect day.
he's really missed his friends.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
I mean, every day when I'm in England, first thing I do in the morning is wake up, text them while they're still awake. Wait till it's like 4 p.m. So it's 8 a.m. They wake up, then we start texting again, and I'm always missing them.
That's cool.
So it's
man.
great. I've been spending so much time with them.
Good
all
for you.
day.
Do you play golf or anything like that? Do you guys go out and do anything like that?
We all used to be in cross country, so sometimes we go on runs or we'll go
Awesome.
do something together. But
Oh, that's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
but not so much this time. My heat tolerance is gone, so
Yeah.
AC's have.
You're looking a little
Yeah.
paler than last
Yeah.
time I
I
saw
know,
you
we're-
too. So
we're
we got to
both
work on
so
that.
A little bit.
pale,
It's
yeah.
okay. I'm teasing you.
The
but-
one thing that shocked us coming back, because we've been through such a dark winter, was coming back. We landed at night, and the next day we went outside, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's so bright out,
sunglasses.
We're just not
It's
used to so
crazy.
much brightness, We haven't seen blue sky for a long time, so
I
yeah.
bet. Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
you're here and
Glad
you're
you're
just,
here.
just soak it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this can kind of confuse some people. So I'm gonna start with you, Luke, and then that way
He'll
we can
get it,
ease
she
into-
won't.
Well, that's why we're
Yeah.
gonna just
Yeah.
ease into it. Are you a DC or an MCU guy?
I really like Batman, so probably DC.
DC.
Yeah.
So and
I
then-
had no idea what you were talking
I know,
about
and
then.
that's why we led that direction. Kay, I'm sorry. It wasn't like I was judging. I was just saying, not everybody gets it. It's kind of an 80-20 split, so don't worry.
90-10 maybe.
Nah. So Batman and well, let me ask her and then I'll get to you.
Gotcha.
So are you a DC or MCU?
I don't even know what a DC
Marvel.
or-
Okay, Marvel or like Superman, Wonder Woman, or like what
Oh,
genre
it'd
do
have
you
to be
like?
Wonder Woman, wouldn't it?
Okay, so that's your favorite superhero.
I guess, yeah.
What's your favorite superhero?
Probably either Batman or the Flash. I like Batman the most, but if I could have a superpower, it'd be the Flash.
Strong, buddy.
I think about it a lot.
I like
serious considerations.
I can tell. What did you think of the new movie that had come out?
the new Batman.
The Flash. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay,
Yeah.
we're moving on.
You're right.
Okay, I think we're up at the last question, right? I think I
Yeah.
did
Go for it.
Not bad, right? All right.
Ready?
So, mom, dad, turn down your radio.
Well, they're not. They know already. They know already.
Okay. What's your favorite curse word?
I can't say
Yes,
that.
you
I
can.
know.
Yes, you
no, I'm a
can.
lady. I'm English and I'm a lady. I can't.
Well, can you at least lean into it a little bit and give us a hint? Come on.
What does it start with?
I don't know. What word do I use the most, Luke? I'll let him say it.
What's mom's favorite curse word?
You say twat a lot.
Ah, that's the first one.
No, that's British, right? That's
That
British.
is-
Yes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the first one, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and that's not really I didn't
They
consider that a
don't use
curse
that
word.
word here.
No.
At
No.
all,
Can I ask what it means, and can you use it in a sentence?
To say someone's a twat. It sounds so funny saying it here.
It's just like a general disparagement of
means
someone.
Someone's a bit of an idiot.
Okay.
Would you say an idiot?
It's a mix of like an idiot and like a prick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's like a mix
I'm
of
gonna
the
start.
two.
Well, that's
working-
ironic.
You'd say,
Yeah.
oh, God, he's such a twat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work that into my.
See, now you've said it 3 times.
You have.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
what the
but
show
that's,
does.
that's not really a curse word in English.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Much.
You can say it on
It's
TV there.
It's
So.
like saying bloody hell. That's
It's probably
sort
equivalent
of-
to like crap. Like
Yeah.
that level.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that level.
I'll
yeah,
take it.
It's not up there. It's not quite up there.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because if you do the long A with the ah sound, it's not as dirty as if it's the short ah sound. So I
Right.
get you.
Fair enough.
I get you.
Luke,
Okay.
what do you got? What's your favorite curse word?
I think fuck.
Yeah.
It just flows.
You're
you know, you can
American.
use it so
You're
many different
American.
ways.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I do say that a lot.
Do
though.
you?
Yeah, I do.
How does it sound
Yeah.
with an accent?
And with the other word.
know,
No, we
people-
can't. We got kids here. We can't say that.
People have asked me to do their, you know, when you call someone's phone and they have their answer machine.
Oh, the voice, yep.
Lots of people have asked me to do their recording for
Well, you've got a
them
great voice.
with an English accent.
You've got a great accent, great voice.
It is,
I would
yeah.
love for you to be like, yeah, Kyle's not here right now, but I
Exactly,
would love,
yeah.
I would love for you to do
It
that.
could be a business.
It's
you know?
a great business.
Yeah.
Listen, this has been so much fun.
I
I
love
am
this
so
one.
grateful.
Yes.
I wish you guys very safe travels
Thank
home.
you. Thanks, Kyle.
And
Yes.
we'll give you, I don't think I have your numbers, so we can also live text during the games.
I'd love
Oh
that.
yeah, we
For
can do
sure.
that. I've got her number now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got that. So there's 2 questions I got to ask you. Number 1, did you guys have fun?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You know,
Not what you expected.
I was terrified doing this, as you know, a nervous wreck. I've been sick for days over it. As I said, I was less nervous about going to the dentist yesterday, but it was actually really enjoyable, yeah.
See, we
Yeah.
promised.
We're okay.
thank you.
We're safe. Luke, did you have a
I
good time?
just,
I had a great time. Yeah.
I love
I
it.
just didn't think it was a worthwhile story. I'm like, surely there's more interesting people than us.
Now you
doing
know
this.
otherwise, right?
This
Now
is
you know it is a
fantastic.
very worthwhile story.
I think, in general, I think each person walking on this earth has a very unique story
Right,
to tell
yeah,
and a very
yeah.
unique perspective. So
Yeah.
I never ever want to downgrade somebody's, walk and
Right.
their time on this earth and what
Yeah.
they've seen and experienced. So I mean, I get it because
Yeah.
when it's about you, you're like nobody wants to hear about me, and that's not true.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
this has been great. My next question.
Let's
Yeah.
get it.
Can we get your best Go Birds from you guys? Since you are
Right
like
there.
the biggest
Right into that
international
camera,
fans.
right
So we're
there.
gonna go
Go
right there,
Birds.
as like you're at the arena. They're coming out,
Come on.
and you're gonna
Just
give
a
it to
Go
them.
Birds.
Yeah.
Ready?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go Birds! Let's go Firebirds!
Birds, baby.
Good job.
That was fun. Love that.
Thank you.
Yep.